The future of transport on Mars. Today I'm going to be talking about various different transportation systems that would be possible on Mars in the future. A few days ago I watched NASA's new Mars rover, the Perseverance, land on the Red Planet, and it got me thinking. NASA's already planning Project Artemis, which is the project to start a small colony on the moon by the year 2024. So when are we going to colonize Mars? Well, I found my answer, and NASA has plans to start a colony on Mars by the year 2030, which is very exciting news as we'll be an interplanetary species. But I recently saw that the United Arab Emirates plan to build a city with a population of over 600,000 by the year 2117. And this raises the question, if we get to that point so quickly, then how long will it take for other nations to set up their own cities? And how will transport between these cities be achieved? People on Earth are used to high-speed, convenient transportation, which means that on Mars we will expect the same quality of transportation one day in the future. But what transport systems can be used on Mars, and what will the future of transport look like on Mars? These are the questions I'd like to answer in this short video. First, let's take a look at the possibility of air travel on Mars. Planes fly by creating lift. This lift is created by the shape of the wings and the speed of the plane. Because more air molecules collide with the underside of the wing and the collisions are more violent than the upper part of the wing, it pushes the plane upwards. The faster the plane is moving, the more air particles are colliding with the underside of the wing, which works very well on a planet like Earth, which has a high atmospheric pressure. However, the atmospheric pressure on Mars is considerably lower than that of Earth. In fact, it's less than 1%. This means that in order to just take off, current commercial airliners will need to be travelling several times faster than the speed of sound, which is already faster than these planes fly at top speed. The Ingenuity, which is Mars' small drone, can fly for only 90 seconds at a time and has an operating range of 50 meters. However, its blades need to be spinning 5 to 10 times faster than a helicopter on Earth just to take off. This means that air travel will be extremely expensive, dangerous, and hard to engineer, so I see this as an unlikely future. Transport by car would also be difficult, as Mars' gravitational pull is about 2.5 times less than Earth's, meaning that cars would need to have larger masses. The quality of roads would need to be far higher than that of Earth's, because if a car were to hit a bump in the road, it would fly through the air for much longer than on Earth, making it quite dangerous. So road travel on Mars is also quite unlikely. Now let's take a look at the possibility of rail travel. Rail travel across the surface of Mars would be very expensive to create and would be expensive to run in the long term. And due to the frequent storms on Mars, it's likely that the tracks would be frequently covered in a thick layer of sand and dust. So it's pretty unreliable. However, Elon Musk's Hyperloop idea could work on Mars. It's a capsule that carries 20 to 50 people and moves through a tube with a thin layer of air to reduce friction. However, this air, when coming into contact with the capsule, will be propelled through air bearings. Here, they are shot out of the capsule and to the side of the tube, which will allow the capsule to float a little bit for reduced friction. The Hyperloop will travel just below the speed of sound at 700 miles per hour, which is about 200 miles per hour faster than most commercial airlines. This means that you can get to the far side of Mars in about 5 hours. I believe that this will be the future of transport on Mars, as not only is it efficient, but it's also self-sufficient.